Collectors going digital and that collects beyond the drop. Let's collect, let's connect. Beyond the drop. We collect. We collect with collectors going digital and that collects beyond the drop. Let's collect, let's connect.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back today to episode 31 of Beyond the Drop, the show that Collectors Gone Digital and I put together for you guys every Monday live at 1 p.m. EST. Great to have you guys, and Josh, welcome, my friend. Another week, another episode.
And more Star Wars collectibles. And another Star Wars scene.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we got Tucson in the chat already. What's going on, man? We have a packed episode today. We have the one and only NFT Pirates going to be joining us in about 30-ish odd minutes. So in the meantime, we're going to cover some community posts. We'll go over some of the Star Wars collectibles that dropped this past week as well. And then we will head right into that interview.
Yes.
Am I right?
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. Well, let's not waste any time then. Do you want to cue the animation and we'll get into some posts?
I would say let's do this.
Let's connect. Beyond the drop.
All right. So let's start with some random stuff. Like always, I saw this and I thought it was really, really cool. There's a lot of simulators that get built. There's like the PC building simulators. There's the farming simulators. There's like a duck simulator. There's a goat one, I think, too. But okay. They made a sports card collector simulator. A solo dev, it looks like, made this. And I'm considering buying it to try it on stream during one of our shows. But it pretty much simulates setting up a stand at a convention. And it's got like all the trading, and all the trading cards have their statistics, and
I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool.
I mean, we can definitely use that for like the Q&A sections.
Yeah, but think about how many people could get involved in something like this just to try it out.
Yeah. Fair point.
He's got the cases and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
Can you hear the audio, by the way? Am I sharing sound or not? Okay, it's just kind of background music, but anyways, next up we have a candy update for the fans who want to know. May 12th is the pre-migration burn window, which opens. May 20th, final day to qualify as an active fan and use the pre-migration burn feature. May 21st, migration to Solana begins, and then June 1st, candy site relaunches. So
yeah, pretty I think some of the community is pretty excited about that. I mean, it was a long wait, so yeah.
Do you have any candy collectibles?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I mean, a lot of the fam have, huh?
No. This is one that you.
Yeah. Do you don't either, right?
I think I have a bat cowl.
Oh yeah. You told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comics though.
Yeah.
You sent me this one though. So the full tour of Steve Sansweet's incredible Star Wars memorabilia collection, May the 4th.
Yeah. I mean, that's just look at what he has, man.
Look at the display.
Yeah, yeah, it's sick, right? I mean, but I mean, I definitely like the display. I mean, those. Just think about like how much all this is worth. Like the value of his collection. Just
That lightsaber looks really weird. Is that one of the ones they filmed with?
to be fair, I don't know, but could be.
Did you ever see like the behind the scenes like combat footage of like the old Star Wars movies? Them holding the lightsabers. It's just like really, really thin. They weren't sticks, but they're like rods.
Mhm.
It looks exactly like the one that was held by Darth Vader.
Hmm.
A bike with his
Yeah,
mask.
pretty
on it.
cool. Just think about like driving around that one in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like if Omi goes up the VeVe fam next summer on those bikes.
It's crazy though, because people in the VeVe community have collections of this size. If you think about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. In terms of like the digital,
Yeah, just the number of collectibles.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean those top wallets with a couple thousand. I mean,
Which, by the way, David did a recent walkthrough of some of his collection, and he actually confirmed something that you and I were talking about in a past stream. Like, how many collectibles does he have? He has a full warehouse. He said he has tens of thousands of collectibles. Insane.
yeah, absolutely insane. Chewy.
Yeah, it's a 17-minute video.
Yeah,
but
we will not look. I just thought like it's fitting for Star Wars month. So
insane though.
yeah, absolutely insane. But just think about like the passion and how long it took. Like even that door, he said, "Oh man."
Oh, it's a whole other room.
Yeah, yeah.
These masks are really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have another one here. George Lucas surrounded by original Star Wars props.
Like that looked so surreal for me. This picture.
Yeah. Well, they made everything for those movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, do you want to explain this one? I don't really know what's going on here. So
I
I'm
just
not
think
sure.
like it's just a discussion about like some. I don't even know if it's AI generated or if it's actually something people could buy. So yeah, that's special Pokemon collectibles there, kind of.
Yeah, I'll break down what the video is because I forgot to share my audio here just to keep us going. But it's they're just kind of joking around about how when toilet paper like is hard to get, like pandemics and all that stuff, that the Pokemon toilet paper is going to go way up. So that's just what that clip was.
Yeah, 100%.
Massive low mint sale from Comics and Crypto. This first appearance Batman digital collectible, mint number 19, sold today on Stacker for 72.9 million OMI, approximately $10,000.
Yeah,
Mint
I'm still
19.
not-
So this would have been one of the ones that the team members would have gotten.
I'm not sure about that. I think on the first collectibles, the mint numbers were way lower, or am I wrong here?
No, the season 1 collectibles, the lowest mint was 41. So I'm pretty sure all the mints below 41 were either, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were either held or given to members of like the team and like licensors and stuff. I think.
Huh. But to be fair, I don't really know. Yeah, still don't own a tot, and I guess I will not own a tot in the foreseeable future.
I just remember there being a discussion about how if there's a mint lower than 41, it's likely from somebody who got it gifted by VeVe and then posted it in the market. So
Yeah, possible.
Post here from Foster.
That's a huge
and
one.
Stacker. Yeah. So shout out to Stacker for listening and responding to the needs of the community. Users can now fund their VeVe official collecting by utilizing USDC to gem. Every purchase contributes to the buying and burning of OMI directly from the circulating supply. So 1 gem equals 1 USD. And yes, you can also load up using OMI. This is not the 10% post though. Or is that something separate?
Yeah.
I think this is separate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just about the gem pool. The 10% post should be also there somewhere.
I have this at the end, so we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah.
This is the number 3 collector, solo collector.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like his collection, I mean, is just phenomenal. You can, I mean, just think about what kind of good, I would say, marketing that is, because those people, I mean, he has like 10,000, I guess, followers, something like that on Instagram. But just think about the caliber of followers he has. Like that's like perfect targeting there. Like all those 10,000 people are in some way, shape, or form Star Wars fans. So yeah, pretty happy to see that.
Yeah, some people in his network may not know about VeVe who didn't before. So
yeah, absolutely.
But he's putting the Millennium Falcon in AR in the same showroom that we were looking at last show, actually.
Yeah. Big congratulations there to my boy Fadi, level 100, well deserved. Like he needs, like that shout out is so deserved here. Level 100, so sick. I mean, I've calculated how long it would take me to do so.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What a fun week to hit that on though too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, huge congratulations, man. That's awesome. My mouse. I gotta get a new mouse. But also, speaking of congratulations, congrats to you, man, because you got the secret rare Yoda, one of 250, I think, right?
Yeah, 280 and 250 are in circulation. I mean, I was so stoked about that one. I hit it on my drop show, like the second one. So yeah, that was like the perfect moment. And I have to say, who? Oh, okay. Then I guess I'm alone now. So, oh, we're back.
My bad. I clicked the wrong button.
No worries, buddy. Yeah, I mean that was such a cool moment because I normally don't really hit something good, and that was like yeah, I would say my biggest hit so far in the whole VeVe journey. So yeah, pretty excited about that one.
I do want to share my audio for this one, so the screen's going to change again. Bear with me for 1 second. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's so weird to look at myself like that.
Guys, I hit a secret rare. I hit the secret rare. Fuck me. Let's go. Come on. Is it?
Did you get a good mint?
Nah, I mean 223.
Come on.
Right.
Still not in there. What the
Doc, thanks. I appreciate that, buddy.
So you were saying
Yes,
that this is
yes.
your biggest pull today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
I've sent the video to my best friend afterwards because I was
that one with the force.
What's that?
I was so hyped to hit it, and he just replied back to me, "Man, you the way you're celebrating is like a little child." And I was like, "Yeah, he's not wrong there." But
It does remind me
You
of
are
like
in
the older
motion.
days. It does
Huh?
remind me of like the older days, at like in VeVe.
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah,
older
the
seasons.
excitement, etc.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we
Okay,
got Duck
Doug.
in the chat. What's going on, man?
No. We will not highlight that. You're pretty for a German. Okay, buddy. Okay. I know.
Nice.
Mhm.
Honestly, that was like one of my biggest hits.
Nice.
So next to this, like, what's your second biggest pull?
That's a pretty good question, to be fair. I don't even have one in mind. Like, obviously, the biggest thing for me, but it was not really a hit, but it kind of was, is the gold and silver logo, because I won that on on one of the German events. So that's technically my biggest hit. But in terms of like actually getting something on drop, I would say I have the ultra rare. How is the comic called with the first appearance of Iron Man?
Tales of Suspense 39.
Yeah, which number?
39.
Oh yeah, that's that. I have that. I hit that, and that's it. To be fair.
Nice. All right, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen the full stream, the full stream is over on Jan's channel.
Yes, check it out, guys. And yeah, for next drop show, I would be happy to have you guys there. But to be fair, I don't know what the next one will be, because I will only do those for like the big things, and that I am personally excited for, because that like the time and amount of work that goes into preparing those drop shows is not reasonable to do for every drop.
Yeah, fair.
Ronnie.
We have a post from Aaron here. Hey, Ronnie. This week, two of my favorite comic books ever are coming to VeVe, including Iconic Hulk 340. Oops. These covers have been honored and referenced over and over, but these are the originals.
Yeah, does someone know in the chat? I mean, I've seen Comics and Crypto put out a bounty of 2K for the Hulk comic. Is it like a really good comic, or is it like a mid-tier comic? I mean, if MC and Comics and Crypto are hyped about it, I would say it's a pretty good one, right? What up, Felix? Great to have you here, my friend. Yeah.
What up?
But honestly, I don't know. So if you guys know, let me know in the chat. Yeah.
Okay, here's the big news. So VeVe is giving up 10% of every gem purchase made via USDC to support the ecosystem, while stackers implementing the system free of charge. Every purchase directly buys and burns OMI from the circulating supply. You aren't bullish enough. Coming from the community manager of ECOMI.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty wild, isn't it? I mean, because like the way through USDC, first of all, for most countries, Felix, I'm so hyped about that news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, my friend. Yeah. Oh, Fadi, we already congratulated you on the level 100 here. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's an awesome job, buddy. Congratulations on that. Yeah, because if you think about it, like for me in Germany, it costs like 1 or 20% more to buy one gem, like in the app, or in the app. And with USDC, it would cost 1 USDC for one gem. So 20%.
Even worse in Canada.
Yeah, 20% saved on that one. So it just would make sense to buy with USDC. And also, I mean, they've stated so many times that their goal is with Collect Chain to open up liquidity and open up like the whole VeVe ecosystem to the wider Web3 crowd. And I mean, that's the perfect gateway for that. And also 10% OMI burn every time.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It's amazing news. It's
And
amazing.
I mean, it's not the only burn mechanism. I mean, we have OMI to NFT, OMI to gem, and now USDT to gem, which burns OMI.
This, I remember reading this part in the article because I think this is from the Collect Chain
Yeah.
blog
Yeah.
that Patrick wrote. But we will support OMI token utility 200%. We're actively looking at implementing meaningful token utility, staking, burn, blah, 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 blah. The OMI token and everything that can be built around it, that's happening on Collect. I don't want to preempt specific announcements. Who's I? Is that Patrick?
I think so, yeah, because it's from the article.
I don't want to preempt certain specifics, but know that this is a priority, not an afterthought.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a really important line, actually. Priority.
Yeah. And like Kids Music Television asks here in my chat, who's paying that? VeVe is giving up some of their revenue because beforehand they have to pay like 30% to Apple, and was it the same on Android? I'm not quite sure, but I think they cut like 10% of their earnings per gem. Yeah.
Apple is 30%, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and now it's just 10. And those 10 get like burned from the supply, so they giving up on some revenue there. Felix says from Europe perspective, you burn 10 to 12 cents US per €1 you put in gems. Okay, I just take it as it is. But I guess Felix is like one of the most knowledgeable people I know around that stuff, so should be correct here. And also he's working in the banking and
I was gonna say he probably already has all the spreadsheets and everything written.
Yeah, 100%, buddy, 100%. And he's also right on that one. Think about how many gems we are buying collectively. Yep. Plus
All
the
great
extra,
news.
plus all the extra burn mechanisms. And I've heard something like in the community. I don't know if it's just like some people like trolling around, but that Foster should publish like a document about the OMI steps. I'm not sure if it's just gossip or if that's actually
I don't
true.
know.
But yeah,
Only
guess
time
we will
will
see.
tell.
Yeah. And guys, while you're here, I mean, most of you probably, at least those in the chat, watch on YouTube, and that's awesome, guys. We love to have you here, but we also want to like, how do you say it? Hit the drum? Not really. I don't. Yeah. I mean, we also want to make some noise on X. So if you guys could go over there and support like the stream on there with a repost or like or something like that, and then come back. Really important, come back, guys. That would be fantastic.
But in terms of OMI burn, I kind of just skipped the animation. It's an animation for just, it's too fast. But 552 million is what we're sitting at now.
I mean, and just starting, I guess. I mean, the curve is it's quite steepening.
I just remember at the beginning of the year it was at like 220.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
and I mean, just think about the potential market activity that can come if like NFTs get interesting, if the Clarity Act gets passed, etc. That could like really, I mean, no financial advice. I have no clue what will happen, but that could jump the burns up quite significantly. I mean, we will see. Also, what they will come up with on the collect chain side. I mean, we should hear about news on that front in a couple of weeks, maybe in Lisbon.
I'm hoping.
So yeah,
perfect timing for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jury here in my chat, are you guys up or down on your VeVe investment from the start? Oh, buddy. To be fair, I don't even know. I mean, I would say slightly down because I've had some few good pulls, or one good pull to be fair, and like I bought some collectibles like right at the bottom. So I bought like, for example, the partner statue at 970 or so. So that's like double the price now. I've bought the Miles Morales ultra rare for cheap. That doubled now. Same with Amazing Fantasy 15. I have the ultra rare cover. That's gone up significantly. But in terms of like the collectibles from 2021, 22, 23 I've bought, I'm definitely down on those ones.
I think just the 2 partner statues that I bought alone put me down, but definitely down on OMI. And then I would just been...
Yeah, I mean, on OMI, I'm down as well, buddy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people are.
Yeah.
We got the biggest bro in here. What up, fam? We got Digital Monkey. What up, fam? Oh, by the way, support what this guy's doing because he just he's creating an application. I don't know. Have you launched it yet, man? I don't.
Yeah, the VeVe, not VeVe. It's not called VeVe Tracker. It's called something else with the special mints, right?
Yeah. So he has created. It's an automated bot on X that highlights special mints. That is it sold or listed?
I think it's listed, but clarify in the chat here. And also shout out to him for clipping like my hit. I really appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, and
but we gotta support applications like that because it takes a lot of time to put stuff like that together, and obviously 100%. You need a certain know-how to put it together. So
yeah, and it's like actually really valuable if you think about it. And also shout out to Biggest Bro. I mean, he had a fantastic drop stream today for the last collectible that dropped. Damn it, I should have known.
The Cool Rain?
Huh?
The Cool Rain?
Was it that one?
The Darth Vader one? Is that what you're talking about?
The one that dropped today. Biggest Bro,
Cool
please
Rain.
just write it in the chat because I just could hop on quickly into this stream because I was actually working, so I had to just hop in, support there real quick, and then hop out.
All right, so we're gonna have Chad pop in here in the next few minutes. So do you want to look at some collectibles?
You mean I will? So I would be ready to get into the Grail report. Are you?
Oh, I thought you were cueing the animation. Yes. Let's
go. Okay, we had a little echo on that one.
Yeah, I think I keep forgetting to fix that. I know exactly why. It's because I'm sharing my audio twice.
Yeah, and here to the last point, what Doug is saying, with the amount of moves we make in the market, it's hard to say if you are up or down. Depends on the metrics. To be fair, me personally, I don't trade. I never
I'm
trade.
the same.
I'm just buying or getting stuff on drop.
Yeah, I'm the same. Check the Golden Lad and maybe start listening when I big-ish up. Golden Lad. Yoda's sitting at 2 though.
Is it? I didn't. I haven't. I've took a look at my chat here.
Sitting at 2.
Oh, nice. Like, and it's but on VeVe it's 2, on Stacker it's 1 point.
Yeah, good point. Before O'Milly calls me out again.
Yeah.
1342.
Still good. Here in my chat, my tablet. Anybody with a 20,000 vault value is gonna be just fine. I think that's a good starting point for vault value. Yeah, would agree on that one. I mean, there are definitely people who have like, I love those screenshots, 10 million. And I'm like, okay, guys, there's probably one collectible that is listed for 9 million.
This has gone up a little bit though. Sitting at 145, 126 on Stacker.
Yeah.
It was getting posted, I think, at floor or at drop price on the floor. It was like 75 or something in the market at first.
Yeah, wasn't it even under? It for a short period is what it was.
Maybe,
like
yeah.
60 or something.
Oh, did it go that low?
Yeah, I think so. Not sure, but
Oh, London Police. I should have known coming from
yeah, I mean, the London Police is probably like something I really underestimate. I don't have one piece, not a single piece, but they are like constantly dropping cool stuff. Like I think I could regret that, but we will see.
Shout out to D-Roy and Nigella. They put the work
Yeah,
in.
he's definitely delivering.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's look at one more because we have our special guest that just popped in. So what are we looking at in the chat? Love Star Wars, but also Marvel. Check out my John Gray comment stat. Jean Gray. Did I say that right? Number one? If I can click on it.
Yeah, Stacker is bugging around like a lot, but I think I mean they've already told us they are not really putting in much work on the Stacker front because I mean Collect is just like a month away, if even a month, I would say. So yeah, they are probably cooking on that front. Oh, Martin in the chat, what up, man?
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to roll the animation, and then
I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one though here. I think so. It's sitting at 11 on the floor. We got Sven in the chat. What up, man? All right, let's transition over.
Today he's only like 30 minutes late. Sven, congratulations, buddy. Big improvement.
He took over a business, so the guy's like crazy busy. But shout out to him. COD Black Ops 3 with Josh is nerve-wracking, by the way. I was playing a little bit with him yesterday because they remastered all the OG maps, so I want to do a stream where we play some like old Call of Duty maps. It would be awesome. So yeah, he kept dying.
Okay.
We got Ronnie in the chat. What's going on, man? VeVe Gold, the Phoenix collectible. All right, we'll look at Phoenix and then we'll bring up NFT Pirates. Phoenix is this one, I believe, right? Oh no, that's the diorama.
That's the diorama. Okay, now Josh, which one?
Sorry, hasn't been added to the search filter yet. All right, let's bring up our guest here. Do you want to?
Alrighty, let's roll the intro. That didn't work.
No, it's never that smooth. It's just because we gotta make a. Oh God. There. Sorry.
What up, man? Great to have you here.
We're doing well, man. Thanks for taking the time to pop in. How are you?
Man, thanks for having me.
How was the walk with the dog? Because you guys in the chat have to know Chat was a little early here.
Yeah. I got the timing screwed up, but yeah, I had a little time with the dog, so you know it's good. She's 5 years old, so she used to be so energetic, but now as she's getting older, it's a lot less maintenance, which is easy though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but we've been seeing you post a little bit more actively in the community. What have I guess just to start off, what have you been up to lately?
Yeah, man. So I've got twins on the way, so they're gonna be born in the next few weeks. So I've already got a kid at home, and now I got two more kids. So that's exciting.
Wow.
And then, you know, just at that point, you're just busy with your career, with life. And so I kind of always have been on the periphery. with VeVe. And I just started kind of, I don't know, it always gravitates towards me. So whenever I have time, I'm like, oh man, I want to make a few posts. But recently, I don't know, I can feel the momentum changing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I was really involved in the Pokemon space in the last 6 months, just selling a bunch of stuff. And these cards to me, I'm like, they don't have the same importance as some of these digital collectibles, especially at the scarce edition counts. That I'm like, I don't know, I just see this space being way more lucrative and interesting long term. So that's kind of why I'm always coming back.
Yeah. But I mean, the Pokemon market overall is like booming, like actually really booming. I mean,
It's crazy.
I don't really have insights into that, but I have a buddy of mine, one of my best friends, Josh met him on camera yesterday. He's like really big into Pokemon, really big.
Yeah.
So,
it reminds me of how like the NFTs were back in like 2021, 22. And I think the same thing's happening where there people are like who bought a PSA 10 slab for like $2,000 are now making like 20 grand. Right?
Oh,
so
it's like that.
It's like crazy. Yeah. Like it's almost like trading cars, similar how NFTs were. And so I think my contention is like, like when everybody's talking about it, when the whole world's talking about it, I look at like a jar, like there's no more people left to talk about it. So you're at the peak of the peak. And so that's kind of how I feel like. I'm not saying it's going to crash. Like I think it'll still maintain some volume probably till the fall, but I think come next summer or something, I just can't see it increasing or sustaining this pace. So anyways, and I think the digital collectible sphere it's just always been more interesting to me, and there's so much more you can do. Like even the augmented reality, even with that Shadow Trooper that came out, I was like, man, for $3.
Oh yeah, I seen you pick that up.
Yeah, it's a cup of coffee, and it's limited to 1,500. I was like, man, like that's perfect. Like this is so cool to me, right? So, yeah.
Well, speaking of collectibles, like what pieces have you been grabbing lately with Star Wars Week happening kind of right now?
Yeah, well, I was really hoping to pull in a Yoda SR, like somebody I know here. Yeah, that to me is really cool. I mean, this is getting confusing a little bit for me because people are so adamant about like first appearance, and I know that Yoda, I guess, technically dropped on Cryptoys, I guess, or Digitoys now, but I still think like, given it's still one of the first releases, a premium digital format, like I don't know, I think this is gonna go far. Like I think that SR will be like, especially if there's a club or like a whole kind of movement behind it, like you could be looking at like one of the top 5-10 collectibles so far on VeVe, right? So I think like, I think if you just hold that for a while,
100%, man, 100%.
Yeah,
that's my biggest hit so far.
Oh, really? Right? Nice.
Yeah, by far. I've always been unlucky on drops.
I think it's nice that VeVe did add. I know they only count their platform, but it does have the first appearance tag, so I think that is also going to help it long term as well. Because I mean, it's a question of how many people know about the one that's over on Digitoys.
I mean, I think if VeVe becomes like the household name we all think is possible, then like that will be pretty important. Like not just for the Yoda, also for all the other great collectibles out there.
I agree, and I think this time right now, if like, and I always say this, but if we go into the future 10 years and we imagine augmented reality glasses as a mainstream thing like iPhones, if we imagine like digital technology is just so mainstream that like physical collecting and things are almost like obsolete, like I feel like that's kind of like where it's going to go. That if you look at this time right now in collecting for digitally, it's like the golden era, right? Like when are you going to get a first appearance of a Yoda with less than 280 editions available to the public? And like the amount of Yoda fans worldwide that if they're collecting this in 10 years, they're going to be like, okay, where did it first drop? What was the most scarce product? Like, to me, it's like, there's just no beating this window. And it's only the people that are believing in the space, even though majority don't believe in it, that are going to benefit from this, right?
Yeah. I mean, not just the secret rare, in my personal view.
Right.
We have so limited print edition runs lately Like, I mean, with the Millennium Falcon, with Yoda, like even the common has like what was it, 1,980 editions. That's nothing.
Right.
So
I hear you, man. And that's where my head goes too. Like they seem large in relative proportion to the amount of people that are currently collecting here. But like you said, on a bigger global scale, if this is a phenomenon and we see again in the future, then these are so limited. Like these are
yeah,
right. Like even the
Yeah.
Mandalorian, I was commenting about that, being like, this didn't even sell out.
It
And
doesn't make sense.
I actually had to do the math in my head. I thought there was like maybe I thought the first appearance was somewhere else. I was like reading into it, and I was like, man, there was still 450 in the store when I looked. I think there's like 380 now, so I think other people are catching on.
yeah.
But you know, there's another like big movie coming out in 2 weeks. This is a top 10 character in the Star Wars franchise, and you have 1,000 edition SR. Like those are the like just things that come to my head. Like I think there's still a ton of opportunity, like for those that didn't, you know, get the ones they were looking for. So, and yeah, man, I'm just excited to be here. Like it's fun, and it always feels good coming back. I think the last time I was here, I was just a little bit worried because there's so many people that were like having negative comments, and like I was like, you know what, do I want to deal with this? So that's why I kind of leave and I come back, because I'm like, man,
Right.
like I'm just
I
tired
feel
of
that.
hearing all the fun. Like I just want to enjoy the collecting and have fun, shoot the shit, you know.
Yeah.
This is a safe space, my friend. This is a safe space here.
Thank you.
What
Yeah.
is what's your opinion on all of these mints going for higher I guess sale prices, you can say now? Like Comics and Crypto is putting out all the bounties, and a lot
Right.
of them are getting claimed.
Right.
Even the Falcon got rejected at 13,000. So were you ever kind of like big into mints, or
Oh yeah.
has that kind of caught your attention now?
Yeah, back in 2021, I was actually saying that mints were going to be like a thing, like people were going to be interested in them, like special edition or a year, or like, you know, like all just repeating numbers, stuff like that. So I was curious about that. But in terms of like that special year, like for instance, like Yoda 1980 or Millennium Falcon 1977, like I do think that you're looking at like the pinnacle of that collectible. Like it's the highest echelon of what you can accomplish within, you know what I mean, within that
Mhm.
certain collectible. So I think it's huge. Like I think it's a big deal. Like if I think about like the 1977 Vader or something like that,
Mhm.
like a UR or whatever, you think about that in the future, like if somebody, because the way I always see it is like there'll be thousands of Vaders in the future, but the distinction is that we have the first appearance. And so if you have the 1977 of the first appearance, it's almost like a one of one at that point.
Yeah, it is 100%. 100%.
Right.
I mean, that's why Comics and Crypto and a few other people pay that premium for those collectibles, I think.
Yeah,
So soon too.
exactly. But the only thing I'd say, like at 13K in this market, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. Like if I landed that personally, I would have redistributed probably some like at more of the floor, because the other thing too is like it's also more niche. Like when you have that collectible, like there's fewer people that would be willing to pay big prices for it. So sometimes when the opportunity is there, I would have taken that. But I don't know this person. Like maybe they're, you know, got 20 million in the bank and they're like, listen, I'm just doing this for fun. Like I like them in, right? But for the average Joe, I think if you're not selling that, like
Yeah, I would have sold it as well, but for
Yeah.
OMI, I would have sold it for OMI, not for gems.
I'm the only one
Nice.
that wouldn't have then. Damn.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
That thing.
Well,
No,
maybe you're
Josh-
not an average
Josh-
Joe then, bro.
Josh said he wouldn't even have sold it for 50.
I'm thinking, I'm like, if somebody's willing to do that now, I mean,
Yeah.
even after what you just explained, technically being kind of like a one of one of the first appearance, I'm just thinking longer term. I'm just used to
Yeah.
buying and holding too. So
Yeah,
maybe that's
yeah.
just me, but
Well, that's impressive. Like I mean, put it this way: if the things do work in our favor, and you know, VeVe becomes almost like the open sea, but for licensed digital collectibles, and that's how people see it. I can see some massive numbers here, like you know, and the thing is that as much as we hate to admit it, like collecting is important, but I do think price action is why people collect. It's why Pokemon exploded. Is because people make money, right? There's like that's why like that's the fundamental.
In a
That's how our
fun
society
way.
functions.
In a fun way.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Like not just putting money into the stock market or stuff like this, but flipping sneakers, cards, comics, whatever, digital collectibles. That's way more fun than just putting something in the S&P, even though if that's probably a little bit more safe. But
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's incredible, man. Like I feel like, I don't know, something's kind of hitting me saying like it's just a matter of time before the world starts latching on to this more. And I just don't think the technology is currently conducive to essentially what these digital collectibles could offer through utility, through AR, through all these different components that they have. And I think that's like the next level. Like once people like, and I think COVID gave us insight as to what the future will look like when we are more digitally connected. Do you know what I mean? Like it was almost like we had no choice at that point, but now the future will probably be back to that certain level. The only other thing though too is that we have so many more collectibles now, so it's important to choose wisely. I think that's another thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you
Yeah,
still
I mean-
have your eyes on like some of the older pieces, or just the shiny new stuff?
You know, it's shifted a little bit because there's just so many, like there's so many other things now that are on the app. And I think about myself being like, if this would have dropped when we initially were all here, what would the sentiment be? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, for instance, like if you just think Mandalorian right now, if it would have dropped today,
People
it would have
would
sold out
go
instantly.
crazy in that quality, like the quality improvement.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or if, you know, Yoda dropped back then as an example, like that would have been probably crazy. But, you know, even Miles Morales or Spider-Man Secret Rare, like I remember when that first came out, I think it was going for around $2,000 in the aftermarket, Spider-Man Secret Rare. And then it shot up to just before 100K or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I think like, being honest with you, I don't think that, like I think there's an element of the older grails being more hard to find, especially some of the low mints. There's also like an element there that you're a true OG. So I think within the VeVe community, it really matters, the OG stuff. But I think if we talk about the world coming in, I don't think they give a fuck. Like I think they're going after the most important things, scarce, popular FA characters. I think that's what they're hitting.
I respect that a lot. It's a really cut and dry way to look at it. So
yeah, like unfortunately, like I just think that's how I see it. Like, you know, you bring in all Star Wars fandom, let's say like at least 10% of that market comes in. Like what are they going after? They're going after Yoda, they're going after Millennium Falcon, Luke, like Darth Vader. They're not necessarily going to care about that other stuff as much. But at the same time, like among VeVe fans, like if I look at like Harley Quinn, that 500 edition secret rare, number 19, I think it is, from the, I think it was like the second or third set ever released on VeVe. Within VeVe, that's a huge flex because people know what that means, you know?
Yeah.
So again, I think maybe in terms of OGs and status, it'll give you another element. Like even Donnie, remember Donnie, that unicorn? Like that was a huge flex, right?
It still is, to be fair, but you're right. Just for like the early movers here on the VeVe, because I think if you came into the community like in the last couple of months or year, you probably wouldn't even know about that collectible because it never really gets showcased because there are so few of them. So
yeah,
and it's not like a really popular character as well.
It's true, right? And so people like without that backstory, like you're not necessarily going to be looking for that. You might even question why is this 2K when other things are like, you know, $300 for the same.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
It just looks overinflated, but
yeah.
The people are happy to see you sleeping in the chat here. The legend returns, and in my chat, the Crane Mountain also says, "Good to see Pirate back."
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy because I've told you in our first interview that you were one of the 3-4 people I've consumed a lot back in the day. So wow. I'm happy that you're getting a little bit more active nowadays again.
I appreciate that.
I totally get that. Like getting back into like the real content game is probably a bit difficult with like your life situation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Like I appreciate that. That's really cool to hear that. And I think it's tough, but at the same time, what you guys do and just being consistent and the quality that you have, like it's really impressive. I just want to say, like it's fun. Yeah, like I'm always, you know, I feel like you guys are saying it for me. I'm like, oh, look at this. It's bigger and better. And like I said, man, if you guys ever have the audience come in where all of a sudden we do get that next wave, like because you're already making so much content, you're already at the top of like you're just gonna fly. Like that's
Yeah,
it kind of reminded me.
we
Like,
should be well positioned, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think so too. That's definitely the play here.
I definitely think that. Like, I think that's what happened to my channel. I only had like I think it was like 300 or 400 subs, and then when everybody came in, I went from like a K to 2K. I think I went up to like 8K within like 4 or 5 months. And all the VV YouTubers did at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. You can only grow as big as the, well, I guess the company that you're covering or the space, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a question here for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, first of all, Raven, welcome back, and then the question from Jury: do you think that cheaper collectibles like common troopers or mighties will be ignored in the future?
Wow. Okay, so this is an interesting one. So if we look back at, so this actually really screwed me up because back in the day I was affiliated with a few guys. This is where I was more learning about the digital space, and they were telling me that scarcity is what matters. So they were saying they were chasing scarcity, like scarce comics despite the popularity, right? And I actually sold off a lot of the more common products I had, like Todd's, Superman's, all that stuff, because I was kind of agreeing with them. Like, yeah, there's so much fewer. So when more people come in, they're going to want to chase that. But if I would have actually kept all those just popular higher edition like items, I would have had so much more money in the app at the time. And so I look at that now and I reflect on today's age and I'm like, okay, what's currently on VeVe that's popular, that's an FA, and that might be higher edition, that's going for like a few gems that might actually be really important long term. And I think about that. I think about something like a Vader FA first appearance, which you can get like an uncommon for 10 to 12 bucks.
Yeah, I think
In
so
the
too.
future, if you think about if there is a huge proponent of people here, they might say like, oh, I at least want a chunk of this. I'd rather have a Vader for $100 than some scarce collectible that nobody's ever heard about.
Yeah.
So I do think there's a lot of merit behind it. I think it just really depends on how niche this space remains and if it continues to be the leader. But there's so many things, right? Like we're now on Collect Chain, and Digitoys is on Abstract Chain, and Candy Digital is on Solana now, or going to Solana. And there's different markets on each of those. And so there's a lot of like silos and divisions in this space as well. And I think what's going to bring it together, if there's kind of social cohesion or uniformity on what people believes is the most important. So if like the digital collecting world says first appearance is actually the most important thing, or one of the most important things, then over time that may shift to like, collecting more on VeVe or collecting these items that have higher edition counts. But we're gonna have to see how it plays out, man. Like these big influencers like Gary V and this few amount of people that are in here, I think will have a lot of influence on where this space goes. Yeah.
I think that's also a big benefit of Collect Chain, is that if things do kind of lean in VeVe's favor longer term, then that's kind of more of an incentive for other companies in the space to use the same chain.
Right.
So I think that's really appealing too.
Yeah.
That's a great point. And
Yeah,
with
and
self-custody
also-
now too, and all that other stuff, that's
Yeah, and
I
I
mean,
think
that's the full
like
package.
the plans that Patrick has with Collect Chain. I mean, he will probably bring on some big sports clubs for ticketing, etc. So that
Right.
would bring a lot of people onto Collect Chain in the first place, huh?
Yeah, I think it's the same effect as what happened when Disney was announced. Like I remember David talking about how his phone on his desk would not stop ringing. I think the same thing is going to happen with the chain itself.
Mm,
Yeah.
I mean,
want to-
provided that things go the way that we want them to, but
yeah.
yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, I want to add one little thing here on the last question. I think, like, obviously having like that huge supply in terms of all collectibles, I think you're pretty or VeVe pretty much has like something for every purse, not purse.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can buy cool stuff for 5, 20, 100, 1,000, or even beyond that. So I think it caters to a lot of different people. because like when I see some people like on one drop hammering out like 5, 6, 7 pulls, I'm always like, guys, sorry, where do you have that money from? That's like, I'm always pulling just once because otherwise I would go broke here.
Yeah, I hear you, man. No, you're right. It's nice because like now there's actually a ton of options for everybody. So like you said, if you're thinking about a global market, you know, everyone can get involved. The other thing that I'm actually really interested in recently too is just the common comic covers of like the really like high-end comics that have kind of been around, because I look at it like, you know, you might have never be able to buy a pristine cover of like Amazing Fantasy 15, but for like 11,000 you can get the SR. For $250 you can get the actual reprinted kind of comic, first time on the blockchain. And I definitely think that's going to be a huge market, because I look at it a few ways. Like historical preservation is one. Two is I think about the future kind of utility of it, like augmented reality, where like you have shared glasses and you pull out AFF 15 and you can actually read it now. It's not stuck behind plastic. So to me, like, again, these are huge things that are happening in the space. And so I think like the common, and the only reason I say common is just because I think it's literally, it's going to play on people's heartstrings. Like, especially you get these 50, 60-year-old men that might get just one of those and read it. And like, you know, so that's, and then the other thing I keep considering too is like the target audiences, right? So like if this blows up in 20 years, well, are comics really going to be the thing? Because comic collectors are, you know, the ages 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s generally, right? Like in the 2000s, 2020s, it's more like cards, things like that. So there's so many things to consider. I mean, like, there's impossible to predict how this is going to play out, but I'm just trying to like increase my odds by like trying different landscapes, different fields, like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
No
Chad,
idea.
you've definitely been missed here. My collectibles also in the chat here. The legend, huh?
Oh, that's cool. It's good to see him, man. Yeah, he's been doing a lot for the community, eh? So yeah.
Sleeping. Nothing wrong with 50, 60-year-old men. Don't judge my age.
Yeah, you look great, sleeping. I just think, you know, in 20 years, are there going to be more sleep-ins entering, or is there going to be fewer? You know, that's where, like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I think it also comes down to the utility aspect of it. If the collectibles would get utility over time or stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think like
Definitely.
I think it's, and if augmented reality to me is going to be the thing that makes this, because if I walk into my boss's office and we're both wearing these glasses and they have a setting in their background that is like all their collectibles or whatever they want to showcase, that's where this stuff is really going to make sense, because I'm going to look at that and go, holy, like you have an AF15 common cover, or like you have, you know, Yoda SR just highlighted on your background. Is that an official FA appearance? Like, yeah, this is a mint number 231 or whatever it is, right? So I think that's, to me, where digital collecting may go parabolic, is because, and I think it's inevitable, because I think even like malls, right? Like, you know, it comes to different seasons and they have to like bring in Christmas trees and like whatever Halloween decorations or whatever that is. It's so much easier to just switch a setting that has lighter technology and has things in different places. So you walk into the mall and automatically you're adjusted to that landscape.
Different overlay.
Yeah. Right. So I think there's just a lot of things to consider there. I don't know. I feel as though, to me, it's just going to bring so much more to the collecting than what a cardboard can do at this current time. It's just impossible to see it right now because again, like it's so limited. The technology is limited, you know? Yeah.
Jan, do you have any other questions on your list?
Let me check here real quick in the chat. No, we've covered Raven. I think art has potential to boom, especially with the development of AR. Yeah, I think AR will be big, but I think it's also like 2 to 5 years out until like mass market adoption. But I even like, for example, obviously I put my Yoda into AR and it looked like the little wrinkles, the hair, etc. That looks so sick, honestly. Yeah,
it's got that buzz factor. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost made a move on it when it was like in the 800 range. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I got kids on the way. I'm like, I don't want to be taking any, like, I want to be smart. And I'm like,
Yeah, I
man,
totally get that.
even though as a flip, like, it was an easy flip, but I don't know. I think that's the one you want to hold for the long term to see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you keep up with what's happening on the ECOMI and collect chain side?
Yeah. I've never been as, I guess, like, competent when it comes to that side. Like, I mean, I know some of it and what's happening, but I mean, put it this way, I think it's great in terms of the progression that it has now, especially with the USDT, right? I think I just saw it put to gems,
Mhm.
which is huge. And then I love that you can purchase things through Stacker, get away from that sales tax. Like, that's a big one too. Like, I mean, especially being Canadian, I think you are too, right? Yeah. Like, I
I'm in
mean,
Niagara Falls.
right. So we're only 2 hours. I keep forgetting that, away from each other. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, if you were to bought, let's say I bought that SR Yoda for like 800 and I just click gems added to a credit card, man, it would have cost probably like 1,500 Canadian, I would say, with the sales tax, with the conversion, right around there.
So
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
crazy.
damn,
So,
you
the
guys are
exchange-
fucked.
the
You guys
exchange is
are
bad.
fucked over there.
yeah.
Yeah. You were talking about how yours is what, like 20
Yeah,
cents?
I thought
20
mine's
cents
worse.
extra?
Bad.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
bad over here. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it only makes sense to go through Stacker. Like, I wouldn't have bought that
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
gems, like, or I would have had to sell some stuff, but like, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. So it's not that's another whole thing too. It's like you're looking at it being like, man, that's a lot of money, so yeah.
I've seen you and my collectibles talk on X about that, and we've briefly touched on that point here.
Yeah.
Could you expand on your thoughts, because like the question itself is pretty nice.
Yeah, so the thinking that I had was, if Mando were to drop today, like we discussed, and it was 1,000 editions, I think it would instantly sell out. I mean, I guess just because that original release was alongside a ton of other collectibles, and then they also had you able to choose one rather than it being blind box format. I guess is like you can just choose the Grogu or Mandalorian. Or
I'm
whatever.
a fan of that. I've stated that a couple of times. I prefer that, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree with it as well. But I think, like, for instance, like if they had that for the Yoda SR, the likelihood of you getting Yoda SR would have probably been next to nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So anyway, so my thinking is like, you have a massive character here, 1,000 editions. It's a secret rare. It's a first appearance. It's the Mandalorian. There's no guarantee that there's not going to be kind of upgrades or utility in the future, something airdrop to you. I have no idea. But to me, like, it's not as good as that Grogu in that little prom or whatever they call that device. It's cooler because it's animated. Like, to me, that's definitely the better collectible, but it shouldn't be such a stark contrast for one not even to sell out and be under 70 and the other one to be 320 gems. I would imagine Mando would be at least 120. That's kind of what, like, at least what I was thinking. So it just seems like a little gap in the market. But again, I don't want to like pump that. That's not like, I don't care if people buy it or not. I just meant in terms, and this is the whole thing we're talking about, right? Like, you think about secret rare Spider-Man, of course, that's a bigger superhero overall, probably the #1 superhero in the world. It's animated, it looks cooler, whatever, but it's $5,600 and there's another 59,000 Spider-Man alongside it. Do you know what I mean? I just think, like, if you think the whole global population coming in, Mando, I think, should sell out. That's all I'm trying to say.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I wish it was animated. I do agree with that. That would be cooler. Yeah.
We got Fro in the chat. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
That's good to see all these people.
Depending on your MCP points to secure a grail like this.
And I like, my opinion also, like, I have that collectible. I got Grogu and Mandalorian directly on the drop.
Nice.
I agree with you on the fact that, like, the animation on Grogu makes it a little more special. But I'm on the same page here with you. I don't get why that collectible is not selling out, because, like, the quality is really, really nice, and like, you've mentioned the new movie coming out, etc. So I think it could just be that it's too much going on, too much supply, and not enough people in here at the moment. But I mean, things have changed, at least for the Star Wars drops. I mean, Millennium Falcon instant sellout,
Right.
Yoda instant sellout. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I've seen Randy talking about. And I don't know if it's true or not, but that there are like roughly 400 new signups every week or so, and that's not that bad for like current times, current conditions.
That's amazing. I mean, yeah, I think there's something about VeVe where you're kind of pondering on it on the sidelines, but once it gets a hold of you, that's it. Like you're in.
You're sucked into it.
You
Yeah,
get sucked in, like, and you're like, then you're obsessed with the market. You're checking prices. You're looking at things. Okay, where's the next opportunity? So yeah, man, I agree with you. Like, I do think that's a good collectible. One thing I wish they would do is kind of incentivize some burns. So if I look at like, so I think what VeVe's saying is the collectibles they currently have in the app, the reason they don't want to burn them, like let's say Star Wars, the ones that haven't sold out, is because they have confidence that future markets will probably want to buy them at that retail price point. But my thinking is like, you know, let's say they take Mando SR and they burn like 200. Now you're down to like 816 or something. At that point, the rest of the people on the app would bridge it, and 200x more editions would be sold out, generating them like at least what, $10,000-$15,000. And they can do this across a ton of collectibles and just remarket. Like if I look at the current Star Wars things, that's what I would do. I would take all of them, reanalyze. Like you can't change the price point that you retail at because it's unfair to other people. But
that would be shit. That would give a shitstorm.
Yeah, you can't do that, but you can burn a certain amount and help get the people to clear that gap. So be like, hey, as part of Star Wars month, we burned 200 from Mando SR, 2,000 from the Din Djarin, whatever, 1,000 from this collectible, 1,000, and then all of a sudden now there's fewer remaining editions. And I just think with the current hype, like that might generate an extra $100,000 just in people going to finish that off, because now the collectible is more scarce and it's still an important one, right? Like so that, but again, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what their licensing agreements are too, like of what that looks like. I mean, maybe they don't have authority to go and do something like that, but and again, maybe they're just banking on future, like they don't need the money and they're like, listen, these are good collectibles, and when all the Star Wars fans come in, they'll get eaten up,
Yeah, but there are like burns on a regular basis. I don't think for all collectibles, but there are definitely some burns where like the remaining stuff gets burned. Exactly. Yeah. You have to remember that for now, VeVe's dominated my comic and by comic and Star Wars nerds, but there are a lot of us that don't give a review about Mando. Yeah, fair point. Obviously, I mean, none of us likes everything that gets dropped on the app, right? But on your point, 1,000 editions. I mean,
but the weird part though is I'm looking at it on Stacker. The biggest stack is 20, then it goes to 15, and then 7. So it's not even like people in the community are stacking large amounts, which normally they do. Like you have 1 or 2 users that typically will stack.
Yeah, and I'm not biased towards it. Like I think there's other people that said they didn't like it because they didn't think the quality or something was as good. And then it's not animated. And then there's also the common variant, which just doesn't have like the I guess the higher end armor. So there's like a few things that probably pulling it back. And like again, like to each their own essentially. But in terms of what I know about this app, like relatively speaking to everything else, I'm like, that's surprising given that all these other Star Wars things are selling out that have more editions. And I think with Mando, I don't know, like I think I can guarantee you that if this came out today at 1,000 editions and it was the only drop, like it would have sold out instantly, like for sure.
Probably, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's all it is. It's not necessarily being like, bro, like go buy Mando. Like I don't care if you do. Like it can sit in the store forever. But it's just interesting to me. Like, and that's what I mean about the market. Like we're so niche and small that like people's attentions are drawn certain ways.
To the next shiny thing. I mean,
that's why I was asking if you're paying attention to the old stuff, because that's like my play is I'm only looking at like the Supermans and some of the golden moments, and then like Steamboat's a big one for me. So depends on.
So let's chat about that, because this is interesting. What did you? So with this OG stuff, like, well, the thing that I always remember is that DC relationship. Remember there was something funky about like DC. I forget what happened. But it was like maybe when Candy Digital started up, like I forget.
How they moved or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the conversation was just how like DC was one of the first brands, first drop on the platform.
Yeah.
It just looked like they were kind of dipping their toes in every pond at the time, and then just kind of doing a lot of like testing, I guess. But I think the conversation was kind of like, oh, it looks like they chose Candy over VeVe, but I don't think that was ever like confirmed.
Ever a thing.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy, right? Like if you think about Superman, I remember when that came out, it was 70 something gems on the aftermarket, and I think it retailed for something close to that. And then at the peak, it was selling for around $9,000, and now it's 170 gems.
Yeah,
like that is such a roller coaster. But I mean, it's still the first appearance. It looks pretty cool. I mean, it's going to be historic artifact. Like you can't deny that, you know.
It's one of the
same with
most
Todd.
recognized symbols in the world. Yeah, I mean, it's the only one in the set. I know the edition size is higher because of back then, but I still think it's low considering the significance of the character.
Yeah, same with Batman. You're right. Like 7,500 first appearance. I mean, if you think first ever collectible, first ever one on VeVe, and I think too, like those low mints is such a flex because it's like, bro, like you were here, you either had to pay a crazy amount of money to get a low mint, or you were basically here at the inauguration of VeVe's being an app, right? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So that's I
bought my Superman, I think, for $100 in the market, or $150 or something like that. So, well, I mean, that's, I guess, kind of where it is now, but this was all the way back in season, I think it was the first drop for season 2.
So you were there too, like really early. Yeah,
season 1. So.
Wow. Man, it definitely gets my heart. Like I have an attachment. Like I don't know why, even Rizzo, like that one, man. Something about it because it looks just so badass. And there's still debate. I remember there was debate at the time because people weren't sure if like VeVe arbitrarily called Todd the first appearance, or because they don't know which one was actually minted first. And then when people looked at the data back in the day, I think it was on GoChain, supposedly they were all like minted simultaneously. So like technically the FE Rizzo is like a more scarce product of the Todd potentially. But
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's all this old shit that I like think about what people were debating then. Like, because Todd or Rizzo back in the day, when this was this was March or April of 2021, and I think Rizzo was going for 4,200 in the aftermarket. I remember seeing transactions because I was in escrow, people paying 4,200 per Rizzo, and
that went up to like 25 or something.
25, yeah. I think it was when Partners was around 40. But that there's something about it that was so cool, you know, like it just looks so badass, especially in augmented reality. Then yeah.
I think though that is going to be one of those collectibles you were talking about earlier, where only OGs are really going to know the story behind it. People who come in now aren't going to know anything or even kind of pay attention to it.
And on my end here, I don't really like that style of collectible. I said it a couple of times, like the black and white series. Yeah, I know this about the significance, but I mean, I had so many chances to buy a Todd or Rizzo over the last half year, but never really felt for me like I need that collectible. It's just not my cup of tea, if you can say it like that.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's get another
collectors always tend to look back eventually, from first edition Pokemon cards to first early NFTs like CryptoPunks. Digital Monkeys is a content creator in the community now.
I've seen a lot more of his stuff. That's awesome.
Question for Pirate: given the new story-driven drop model, what IP are you most excited to get long form?
So what does that mean?
Long form drop style.
I think he's referring to Avatar: The Last Airbender. They did like this whole crafting event that kind of fell in line with how the story goes in the movies.
Oh, cool.
And there will be lots more drops that cater to the story in the movie.
Wow, that's super cool. So, I mean, I'll just be honest. I mean, like you're talking about a guy that's been collecting Pokemon since he was young. So, I mean, if they ever got Pokemon, I think it's game over, like by a long shot. Like I think it's fucking done. Like anybody, if they have Pokemon and then all that attention and eyes come into this app or to VeVe itself, and that becomes the name hold, like you are set up, like you're done. Like you could pretty much, And then you wouldn't even have to necessarily worry about landing Pokemon, because what would happen is that they would have to do such high addition counts to satisfy a global population of Pokemon that they would all come in the app and into this collecting sphere, and then they would start turning left and turning right and be like, what about that Batman? What about that Superman? What
Yeah.
about that comic? And then before you know it, though, they, like everything else that was so scarce and limited would go up, right? So because that
And
would be verification that Pokemon verifies that this is now the way we're going, you know?
That's pretty much what happened though. The first bull,
Right.
Yeah, with
right?
with
Like there was a
Disney,
lot
right?
of collectibles
Disney.
still in the market and stuff during season 1 and 2, and then they all sold and started going up in floor. But yeah,
Right.
Pokemon is that, it's definitely that brand. Like I know the same talk was happening with Blackpink. People were like, oh, Blackpink's going to attract millions of users to the platform, blah, 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 blah. It didn't. But Pokemon is one of those fan bases that are so loyal. It's like wherever it goes, they follow. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it would feel like I would take out everything I have and just I would literally sell my, like, the last piece of my clothing item to put it on here to be like, all right, I'm fine, because I just know, yeah, like I mean, it's not guaranteed. Anything is not guaranteed, but I mean, like, geez, like that. If you think about how many billions of cards that are printed and how often these things sell out from global demand, it's just insane. So it's like, if you even take 5% of that market here, you know, bringing in what, 1 million collectors minimum, right? That's insane, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
also happening more in the physical space now, we've highlighted it a few times now, is a lot more of these store robberies. I don't know if you're seeing it, but there's these trading card shops that are just getting broken into and ransacked. And there was one that happened in Vancouver a few weeks ago, and then one that happened last week in Toronto. I don't know if you heard about that one,
No.
but yeah, it was like 3 or 4 guys that ran into the shop and just
Jeez.
completely ransacked the whole thing. But I mean, that's another advantage to digital too, I guess you can say, right? Not having to worry about the physical inventory and protecting all that. So
Yeah, but on the other side, we could make up the argument we've had a couple of times. Now the target is the person, like kind of, or could
I
be
see.
the target.
very dystopian kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question here in my chat, and I don't particularly know if one of us could actually answer that, because I don't think all of us are like really into MCP. So Felix, if you're still here in the chat, that question is also for you. So how do you guys feel about the point system in means of a set completion? Do you feel like it's enough to make people collect even the lesser value stuff to complete this set?
I think there's an element to it. Like, I mean, just coming back, like it's like, just, you want to buy more things, because then it's like, it's first of all, it's a lot easier now to buy a lot more things, which is kind of cool, because you can buy some quality stuff at like a few gems a piece and earn those MCP points. And so I think it's a mix. Like, I feel like some people are just collecting the things that they love, that they care about, and other people are like, man, I want to complete this set. But for me, I've never been a set completer.
Me neither.
Yeah, I just care about, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, soccer stars. Like, I follow players, I don't necessarily follow teams. Like, that's kind of how I see the collecting world, is that I'm chasing the best of the best. I don't necessarily care about buying a bunch of other stuff just so that I can get MCP points. But there is an element to play with there. I think it's still a smart move on VeVe, because now you want to get those MCP points to secure a crazy drop in the future. Now there's that possibility. Like, so there's an element, but I don't know if it's strong enough to at least work on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you
Jan
guys?
says, oh, Jan, you want to answer that first?
What?
He said, how about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not a set collector, because like I don't really care about those sets. I want specific collectibles. Obviously, I have a few sets here, but I'm also not really into like the MCP game. I mean, I'm happy I've hit 1 million MCP points a couple of days ago. That was like at least a little milestone here for me. But I mean, like the whole MCP play, I'm not really into that, even though I've talked a lot with Felix about it. He is one of my fellow German collectors. He's master collector, and he has like a really, really specific MCP strategy. so that he could guarantee in the future that he gets like every drop he wants, even if it doesn't matter how many people go for it, he would get it because of the MCP strategy. I think he gets like 17K MCPs a day.
Jeez.
So yeah. Yeah, that's so crazy, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Holy.
Yeah, I'm not a big set collector. I have multiple sets on the platform where I'm missing like one from the set, and I haven't completed it. I'm more focused on like the individual pieces and stuff like that. So
That's so
much
cool.
more to add there.
Yeah, and I think the influencers coming in, like let's say this does blow up, right? We talked about like there's obviously you guys are here. There's like, you know, a few other key people that are influencing the market, but like Logan Paul could come in and be like, I want this crappy fish or whatever, like to be, you know, the one that we're all gonna blow up, right? Like he could choose even like that Vader drop thing that dropped today, that I forget what it was called, that kind of like, you know,
The Cool Rain.
yeah, exactly. Like it looks cool. I could see somebody coming in and being like, that's it, bro, everybody buy the SRs. And like if you're following Logan Paul, and you know what I mean, like things that we're not anticipating could blow up just because of that as well. So I mean, I guess it's just good to keep your ears open and just like always like seeing what the market's up to.
Yeah.
So what's your plan kind of moving forward? And you don't need to share all the details, but I mean, you said you have some kids on the way. So do you see yourself, I guess, like passing some of these collectibles down to your kids, or do you want to kind of flip most of them next time the market goes up? Like what's your plan with most of your collection?
Yeah, I think it's I think like ultimately probably like long term it is about speculating on what things are going to make the most money potentially, right? And so if you can't like land a great drop, like, you know, like a Yoda SR, like generally I actually would have probably bought one like in the aftermarket, because I said to myself, if it was under 1,000 I'd buy one, but I didn't. But nonetheless, like I think like things like that I would wait till the market really explodes, or I feel like something's peaking. Like I'm the same with Pokemon. Like there's this famous quote, it's like in the gold rush back in, I forget when it was, but then sometime in the late 1990s, it was like the person that was making the most money was the person selling the shovels.
The shovels, yeah.
And that's how I see it now too, is like, you know, if augmented reality is a thing, and like, you know, because the money can then be used to like pay for your kids' education, to like, you know, buy a cottage somewhere, to like pay for health. Like, you know, we're only around here, we're mortal beings, so it's like, what am I going to keep these for? Like similar to comics, I don't know. But at the same time, if I feel like the space is evolving so much, this is like a brand name that's known internationally, which it already is, but like even more so, like, and utility keeps growing, these keep becoming more important, similar to like a comic 9.8 of like Superman #1 or something. I'd be like, hey, this is going into my will, you know?
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I was just catching up with the chat here.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Tucson knew a guy whose store got robbed out a few weeks ago. So
Yeah, I saw that. That's unfortunate.
What?
But
yeah,
it's happening more and more.
Yeah. But good point here, Doug. With VeVe's record over the last 2 years, I think it's short-sighted to discount the future value of MCP. I'm not discounting it. I'm just not that focused on it. So I think MCP can become pretty interesting, but for that they need to roll out obviously more use cases for that, and I can see that happen with like collect chain moving forward. So don't get me wrong, I'm not against MCPs, but I'm not an MCP collector, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Question for Chad. What are you wearing today? Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, I just want to make sure. How much time do you have, Chad? I just want to make sure we're not.
Oh
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Like, I'm just chilling. I mean, whenever you guys want to get rid of me, just cut me off.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Which watch are you wearing today from the Electra lover here?
Yeah, I don't got one on me, but I got one right here. Let me get it.
Are you a watch guy?
I mean, I've told on the last show. Watches are definitely not my thing.
Oh,
Yeah, Tudor Black Bay 58. So it's
I can't even tell what it is.
yeah.
I don't know what that.
Yeah,
held
it's
it
like a
up to
red
the camera
dial.
here.
It's nice. Yeah, my dad actually got me that watch, so that was pretty
What
cool.
kind of
Yeah.
watch is it? Sorry if I'm if
It's a
if
Tudor.
I'm
It's
que-
like pretty much they call it the working man's watch. So it's not a Rolex. It's still kind of part of the same family, but it's the one right underneath it. Yeah. So it's nice. Yeah, it's probably my favorite watch just because my dad got it for me, and so it's like, hey, at this point,
Nice.
yeah, just kind of you get up in the morning, go to work, the working man's watch. Like I don't know, just that's the right thing, Yeah. What
So
is
do you actually collect watches? Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not like I don't have a ton, but I have a few watches. I have like an Omega Sea Master and a few others. Yeah.
oh, nice.
Omega's another
Yeah.
nice brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely not my world, but I mean, if you enjoy it, I think, and also the story with your dad, pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, my dad's got a lot of nice watches, so
Watches are
Yeah.
pure art. Pure art.
yeah.
So you got to
it's
balance
amazing,
everything while making it look nice and engineer it all. It's a lot that goes into it.
It's pretty cool, right? Like think about like the mechanical aspect to it. It's like it's actually a cool story. This kind of reminds me of NFTs, by the way. So this is what happened back when there was like battery style operated watches. What happened was is that the mechanical watch business pretty much went out of business. So all of these huge brands back in the day, like Blancton, all these other ones, like they kind of started, they couldn't sell any more product because the battery watch came out and it was so much cheaper. And then fast forward like 10, 15 years, people started buying these mechanical watches more as luxury items. And then because they're so much harder to make, and now it's huge comeback. And now all these, more sophisticated watches are worth sometimes millions of dollars.
Jacob
So
and Co.
yeah,
seen those
exactly.
ones?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Insane.
it's like $1 million+ bucks. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
All right, guys. If you have any other questions for Chad, drop them in the chat here. I think I'm through all of my list.
Nice.
Okay. Are there any?
Are you going to be going to any events? I know you got the kids on the way, but
Yeah, man. I think I met one or two people in a Toronto one time. They recognized me, but that's it. Like I've never been to one VeVe event. I'd love to go, man. Like, yeah.
what Toronto event were you at?
Comic-Con, I think it was last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like somebody just recognized me saying like, "Hey, are you this guy?" But it was like it's only happened like once or twice ever. Yeah.
I haven't gotten to any Toronto events.
No, eh?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably check that out. I didn't even really think much about it, but that's why when you said Toronto, I was like, there was a VeVe event in Toronto?
that would be unfortunate if you missed that one.
We should make one, man. Yeah.
We should.
That would be cool. Like even just like if people were like whoever's a Toronto person, just come out to like whatever bar.
Well, are you
Isn't
familiar with
MC, Isn't MC around the corner of you guys as well?
He's Vancouver.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's like a 5-hour flight from us.
okay.
Yeah.
Canada is big.
Yeah.
The VeVe's starting to do these community events. I don't know if you've seen that, but what they're doing is they're having people in the community be community hosts, and so depending on where you're kind of located, you can run an event if you want. So I mean, if you are serious about that, maybe we could talk and see about doing something, because I know O'Malley's in the area as well.
Oh, really? Eh?
O'Malley's
take care.
I don't know if he's going to be mad at me saying this, but Richmond Hill. He's
Oh wow. So he's close. Yeah, we're close.
He's
then.
closer to you. Yeah.
30 minutes, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's a lot of Toronto people actually. Like a lot of people from Canada. Like more so than I imagined,
there's more in I think the Vancouver area.
Okay, that's good to know.
MC, Chris Severs, all those guys.
Yeah,
But
true. Yeah. Foster's in Ottawa, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's alone over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But,
That's funny.
but yeah. Do you have any questions for us or anything that you want to talk about that we haven't kind of brought up yet?
Yeah, I mean, I guess my final question, like that I'm curious about, is just like, what are you guys collecting? Like, what is your strategy? Like, this is good intel for me. Like, what are you doing?
Jan?
Should I start, because my strategy is kind of short. I mean, I go for like the big grails on drop, and I
Yeah.
pick up some pieces here and there that I think are underrated, like, but more like the cheaper pieces. Like over the last year, I would say I bought like 3 or 4 quite for my financial situation, quite expensive pieces, like the Partners, the ultra rare Miles Morales, the
Wow.
the ultra rare cover AF-15, stuff like that. Just
Amazing.
because those pieces were like so cheap back then. But for now, I'm just going for like the grails on drop. What I consider grails, or what I really want to have. For example, hopefully soon Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
That would be so dope. But don't get me started on that. But my strategy, to be fair, for if we see another bull run, and I can capitalize on that, because I've said a couple of times there will be a day if we see another bull run that when I will sell all of my collection, because I just believe in like market cycles, etc. So if we see that, there will be a day where I have 0 collectibles.
Right.
Just to make sure, guys, that you know now, and not that like in a year or whenever that day will come, all of you are like, see, he's leaving VeVe.
Yeah.
Guys, just so you know. But like, I plan on being here long term, and if I'm able to get some profits out in the next run, and then we have a down cycle, then I would solely focus on like really low mint, really low edition size grail pieces. Like
Right.
really, yeah, and I would just buy like fewer collectibles, but the top collectibles. Yeah.
That's so cool, man. Yeah.
That would be my strategy as well.
I feel like it's similar. I'm similar. Yeah, that's sweet.
Apparently, you already partied with OMI. You see?
Yeah,
the
so
comments?
this is crazy because like he's right. Like I know this bar, Tap and Tankard. Like actually, you know what's insane is that about a kilometer away from this bar is where the guy pulled that Lord of the Rings one ring.
Oh, the magic card.
Yeah, because it was right in Whippy, and which was like it was literally I could walk down the street to this collectible shop, and that's where this guy pulled that $2.5 million card, which is crazy. So wait a sec, did we party together, bro? Like you legit, like we know each other kind of thing, or you saw me, or how does like there's no way you would remember. So we know each other is what you're saying.
OMI to this day hasn't done the face reveal, so
Yeah.
And then my thinking is like, bro, did I get you on a VeVe or vice versa? Like if we're that close, like that's crazy.
No, in terms of what I'm collecting, I'm just looking at some of the older pieces, like the Falcon and Yoda were some of the first drops I went for in a long time. Like I can't even remember the last drop I went for, because I've just been buying in the market. But I bought a couple partner statues, and then
Stick.
Yeah, I've been buying a lot more OMI. So I was kind of just going back and forth between partners and OMI, and then like Elsa, Golden Moment, Steamboat Willie's another one I'm stacking.
Bro, Elsa's such a sick one. Like I'm obsessed with it. Like that.
It's
the quality of that is like so good. Like the dress is like, oh man, yeah. And just the significance of her, like she's kind of like the new Mickey Mouse for the younger generation. So I think long term that's going to be a really cool piece. And then Steamboat Willie, I still think that is one of the most undervalued and overlooked pieces on the platform. It is insane how, because I know that the story when that got released was that was supposed to be the first appearance on VeVe, and then
was it?
Yeah. So what happened was there was an issue with the animation, and they had to push the drop date back. And the drop date ended up getting pushed back after the Golden Moments dropped. So when Partners dropped, that ended up getting the first appearance.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Wow.
But
so that's an interesting one.
Yeah, Steamboat is the true first appearance. I mean, that's never going to change. It paved the way for, I mean, so many animated cartoons, right? It's like there's so much that goes into Steamboat. So
yeah,
that's a big piece. Yeah, and then Superman.
And what's that what's that one sitting at Steamboat right
it's
now?
Like it's what, $120 or something?
Yeah. Wow. Because that went to 8, I think, right? At the height. 8
no, that went to
12.
15. That went to 15.
15.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild, man. Because I remember people trading their partners at the time and buying Steamboat and saying it hits different. Do you remember that? I remember one guy sold like one partner and bought 3 Steamboats or something. And was like, bro, this is the one.
I remember the polls on Twitter being like, should I buy 6 Steamboats or 1 partner statue?
Right.
So,
That's good.
I think I love that piece. So, but yeah, it's not a lot of collectibles I have my eyes on. Just the select.
Yeah. So partners, Superman, Steamboat, like you said, a few Elsa.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. Yeah. I agree with you on Elsa though too. And man, the first time I hit that partner statue in AR, I think I posted a video on that like a few weeks ago. Yeah, that to me was so insane because I said to myself, like, there's 4,000, just over 4,000. And to me, when I saw it, I'm like, this has got to be worth more than a Bitcoin. Like, I don't know, that gold and like the significance of it being like Walt and Mickey first appearance. Like, to me, that was like the double trifecta. Like, I was just like, how do you get like that, those 2 people in one collectible, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was, shit, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's...
I want to highlight that here, that comment. Goku, probably the most grail on VeVe next to Gold logo. I'm with you on that, buddy.
Goku.
If they drop Goku, like animated, like something like that, that would be... Then after that, I don't have any MCPs left.
That went right over my head. I thought you were talking about Grogu.
Yeah,
No,
same. Exactly.
No.
That's sick. Yeah.
Then we have this one here. Foster has surpassed Randy and OMI holdings. That's like Pelosi buying a stock. Well, Foster must know something. Like, honestly, I've wondered a couple of times if there could be if it could be problematic for him, because like he probably knows more than us.
Yeah.
So I was, but yeah, should be fine. Otherwise, I guess he wouldn't do it. Don't know. But yeah, I think pretty exciting times for OMI as well, potentially. I have one from Jury here in my chat. Are you guys invested in other crypto-related projects? I have a little bit here and there, but like the main focus and most of my money that I have in crypto is definitely in VeVe and the collectibles and OMI, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, most of my money's in real estate, so it's like
nice.
Yeah, but it's been tough because it's like, you know, things. I don't know if you've seen the Toronto market from where you're at in Germany, but it's kind of taken a bit of a hit. So now it's just a waiting game, you know. Could be 5 years, could be 10. Like, we'll see what happens.
It'll come right back to
Yeah.
That's cool though. I didn't know you were into real estate.
Well, nothing crazy. Like, it's not like I've got like, you know, 50 houses or anything like that, but just like a few little things. Yeah.
Can I ask, is it like residential homes or is it like...
Yeah, like, so I've got like my house and then I've got like a cottage and then I've got like an investment, like,
nice.
Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, it's all, you know, put it this way, like I'm waiting for this all to spike, hoping in the next 5 years. And then I could be like, let's go do some big stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Adam.
It's just, I love it when I like seeing like younger people getting involved in real estate, because it's just getting harder and harder to do that now. So, or at least like buying your own home and doing all that stuff. So.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, we were smart. Like, we sold our like home like last, what was it? I think it was 2024. Yeah. At the end of it. So just before it all dipped. And so that gave us a little more cash to free up. But it was like, the only thing that's really weird about real estate is that like, you can sell something and make an extra 100,000, and then if you sold it, like, let's say 3 months later, you might make negative 50,000. Like, that's the craziest thing, is like the swings on it are huge, you know?
Yeah. I saw a stat not long ago about how minimum wage would have to be $66 right now in order to meet the same home buying power that boomers had in the 80s. And that was in US. So geez. That's like what, 80 something bucks Canadian, and
that's
what, minimum wage is 15, 16 or something here. So
yeah,
it's not even close to what it used to be. So yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. That's awesome. So
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you first, bro.
One thing I want to highlight here: the Gray Mountain NFT bull run confirmation signal will be when Chad's brother comes back to VeVe. Legend.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that,
Yeah.
I mean, not to put pressure on you, but can we expect to see like any content from you? Are you gonna come make a
Yeah,
little bit of a
I think I
comeback?
might
or-
try to do like one crazy brain dump video, which might be like an
Okay.
hour long and just all pre-scripted and just like talk about everything instead of trying to do all these other videos. But I think I just forget that like people are listening to us. I'm trying to say like people are reading the comment, and I think like there's been so much negativity, like a lot of people like trashing me and stuff before that I was like, you know what, like, so I think that's how I am. Like if that same thing happens, I'm gonna be like, all right, man, like I'll just stay on the sidelines because I'm not in it for anything, but
Sure.
I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you guys have a really good rep, so you know, as long as
Protect
I'm
your
fully-
mentality. That's the most important.
Yeah,
thing, so.
I don't think I could do it. Like if I was ever like one of these celebrities, like I don't know how they deal with that shit. Like, you know, like Trump, that guy, I don't even know how that guy wakes up in the morning, man. Like, holy, like the amount of things internationally, people wanting him to like fall off a cliff, and like I'm like, how do you like get up and just have a great day? Trying to say
A lot of weight on the shoulders. Yeah.
holy,
Yeah.
like that's wild to me, you know. So I just gotta be better at like handling social media. Like maybe that's my issue, you know. I get one negative comment, I like take it to heart almost, you know.
Yeah. It's I mean,
Yeah.
a bunch of keyboard warriors. Just put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
It's people that you probably never met before who are trying to bring somebody they've never met before down. It's like, for what reason? It's like wasted energy. So
Yeah, exactly. You know. So that's kind of why I just been on the sidelines, just like whatever. Like I'll just keep, you know, throw it a tweet every now and then. But you know, we'll see, man. If it's like good response and we do the video and people are liking it, then maybe I'll try to do what you guys do, and like every week or two, do like just a stream, an hour or two. You know what I mean? Like just have fun, bring in cool people to talk to. Yeah.
well, you're welcome anytime, man. So
Thanks, bro.
If you ever
Appreciate
want to
that.
come back on the show,
Yeah.
just let
Thanks,
us know.
guys.
100%.
Yeah. Thanks for
Um,
having me, man. It was fun. It was fun to chat with you guys.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, though, is there any other questions in the chat, guys, that you guys want to ask Chad before we start wrapping things up here?
Not on my end here. I've asked all the questions from my chat.
Thanks, man.
Make sure I'm not missing anything. No, but everyone's excited to see you, man. Lots of people in the chat.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to. I'm glad you guys asked me to come on, man. I appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll start wrapping
Okay.
things up then. I don't see any other questions, but yeah, thanks again, man, for taking the time. It was awesome catching up and seeing your face on camera again. So
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys, man. Yeah. Looking good, man. Thanks for all the
John,
things
do you
you're
have-
doing too for the community. So appreciate it.
I'm good. I'm happy. That was a great conversation. So thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you,
Awesome.
man. Yeah. Nice seeing you guys.
all right. Well, we'll let you
All
go, and yeah,
Okay.
we'll stay in touch.
Okay. Take care. Thanks, gents.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFT Pirates, an OG creator in the community for those who've been around for a little while now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. So,
Let me put us back to.
oh yeah.
If I can find it. Endor.
Alrighty.
Thoughts on Ascended Heroes? Ascended Heroes.
Guys, I have to quickly go to the toilet. I'm sorry, but I need to pee here. So we'll be right back.
I'll hold it down. Ascended Heroes. What is that? I'm thinking Big Hero 6 in my head. That's definitely not what you're talking about. Ascended Heroes. Is that a collectible? Or is that a TV show? Someone help me out here. Very good set to stack. Good cards. Oh, trading cards? Newest Pokemon set that's coming out. Okay. No, didn't know anything about that. Didn't know anything about that. Sven, let me know if you have some time later on. I know it's a little later where you are, but if you're down to run a stream, I'm down to do a second one after this. I want to actually do that gaming stream. So I want to take a break today. Josh is so not into Pokemon. You know what my thing was? Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I know a lot of people have the memories of like opening up the cards and playing with their friends on the playground and stuff like that. I have those memories, but with Yu-Gi-Oh cards instead of Pokemon. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is it like a little bit newer than Pokemon? I know it's old, but Pokemon TCG, it was for Pirate. My bad, man. Trying to get some alpha on how to buy some of these and where to look for them. Discord groups to scalp those online Pokemon. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up shortly. So if there's any other things you want to talk about in the chat, let us know. VeVe or non-VeVe related. I might pull up Stacker again here just to look at some collectibles. We didn't look at a lot. He almost got ran over.
Yeah, that was close. That was a nice discussion with chat. I really enjoyed that. That was cool.
Yeah, it's awesome to catch up with him. It's been a while. I think the last time I spoke to him was on his channel, which was a little while ago.
That's definitely a while.
Yeah. It's like the beginning of the VeVe-verse stuff, so February.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any collectibles you want to take a look at before we wrap things up here?
Not really, to be fair.
No. Okay.
Did you guys talk about Yu-Gi-Oh?
I mentioned how like Yu-Gi-Oh is the memory that I have instead of Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Jamar here in my chat says, yes, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean,
Yu-Gi-Oh
I was big
fine.
into Yu-Gi-Oh as well. And did you have that as well, Beyblades?
Oh my!
Yeah, that
was
like I had.
Oh,
I
those
had,
were
like,
amazing.
yeah, I had like the I didn't. I mean, you could buy those arenas where you can duel, but I never got that one. So I had like an old, like big.
No, it was like a big drum or whatever, right? Yeah. There was like another version though, because I remember we would make our own Beyblades.
Yeah.
But there was like little, we would do them with little cubes that would connect to each other, kind of like Lego blocks. So you would make 9, so 3 by 3, and then you would put one on the top as like the spinner, like to spin it, and then one on the bottom to spin. And we would make our own Beyblades like that, and then we would spin them and see which one like broke apart first and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Completely forgot about those. That would be awesome.
Was pretty cool. Let it rip.
You also got me thinking of Tamagotchis now as well.
Oh no, that was never something I was into. Like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblades. What else? Oh, for a short period of time, I'm collected Deedle. Deedle papers. Probably just something in Germany. It's just like normal, like DIN A4 paper blocks with like a mouse and different. Oh. No, okay.
Don't know it.
Yeah, you've missed nothing, to be fair.
I remember though Tamagotchis on the playground. It was always a big deal when somebody's Tamagotchi died. I remember you'd always hear about it.
I've never had that.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here though. If you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream, it goes a long way. It's also share and subscribe if you can. Jan, you're way better at doing this than I am.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always thinking about that because you are just dropping that in the last second of the stream.
Yeah.
That's why we are such a good duo, my friend.
Like, yeah, I agree. All right, but I might go live again. So if there's anybody who is into COD Zombies, completely unrelated to VeVe, clearly, they've remastered some OG zombie maps, and I was playing with Sven yesterday. I really want to do a stream because I think it would be lots of fun, and it would be a pretty long stream because there's lots to do in that game. So Sven, let me know if you're down. Rob, I see you in the chat too, man. I asked you. Let me know if you're down. I don't think I got back to you on X, or if I did, or if I haven't, sorry. But and then anybody else who wants to try and run zombies, we might be playing with Sven. So if that's the case, we're gonna die a lot. This guy was dying on round 1. So, but hit me up on X if you're interested, and I will see you guys in a bit if I go live. So, thanks for everyone tuning in. We'll catch you again Monday, 1 p.m. EST.
Let's collect, let's collect, let's collect. We collect. We collect. The collector's gone digital, and Jack collects.